Magic Chess, a new strategy to beat the meta season 14. As of the time I started writing this script, Angela still had the 14-day protection from banning. Why is that important information? Because I expect that nobody will leave Angela open once that period is over. I know I won't, and I hope you guys watching this video feel the same way. Welcome to a random video essay about the current state of Magic Chess Season 14. I'll be talking about a lot of things, from the havoc caused by Angela, to the ways I have found to play around it, to some other things like the ban system, Tharz skill 3, and whatever else I add to the script in the process. It's going to be a long one, so get some popcorn, get comfortable, and let's get started. Very quickly, let me talk about the ban system. It's available in Mythic rank, and every player picks a commander to ban, and the two commanders with the most votes will be banned. New commanders also cannot be banned in the first 14 days of their release, so unfortunately, Angela cannot be banned right now. Instead, the most common bans are Fanny, a fair ban to be honest, Ling, a surprise ban I would say, and Layla, an even more surprise ban. Did something happen to Layla? Why are people banning her? Other bans are Brown, Rhea, and Tharz, but please, I would recommend banning Angela and Fanny. Ling too, maybe. Angela was released on the 29th of August 2023. I made 3 live streams during this period showcasing what each skill does and how they would work at first glance. A quick summary of the streams is that her third skill is complicated, her second skill is almost useless, and the first skill is unreasonably broken. Her first skill also directly counters her second skill, which contributed to the useless verdict declared on her second skill. A few days after, I made a full tutorial for the third skill, which is available on the channel if you need some insights into her third skill. Now, what has happened since the last video? To put it simply, I was forced into a slump by the state of the game. The day after the last video, I decided to finally take up Tharz skill 3 to make a tutorial for it. And that was where the problem started. Tharz skill 3 is one of the most popular commander skills in the game, or rather, it was one of the most popular commander skills in the game before Angela came into the picture. Now it is a YouTube only skill. I refuse to believe that there are non-YouTubers out there who play this skill as their main. If you are one of such people, please leave a comment and let us know why you like paint so much. My first 2 games with this skill were the best I had. Before these games, I spent a while in custom trying to come up with a strategy for using the skill and got a plan ready. One I would use for the tutorial if it worked as expected. And game 1, it went very smoothly. In the game I played Nature Spirit Guardian, a very simple lineup which uses only 7 heroes. The idea I had was that the fewer the number of heroes I have before activating the skill, the quicker I can get the heroes to 3 stars. 7 was the lucky number I had in mind at the time, in part because I still wanted to activate 2-star cores. Oh, how greedily naive I was. Looking back on that game, the meta had not fully taken shape at the time. That, or Nature Spirit plus Guardian, is just a very strong lineup. If you follow my community post, you might have seen the screenshot of the second game. I played Wormslayer Swordsman and had 6 heroes, all of them upgraded to 3 stars. A lot of things contributed to winning that game. An early win streak, which kept me strong, and I got Estes and Ling as early as commander level 7. I was then able to activate the skill after picking the 2nd star core, and it was almost very smooth sailing from there. I even managed to beat the meta, which came at me in full force during that game. But as expected, 3-star Ling reigns supreme. In case you don't know what the meta is, I've been mentioning it a lot since the start of the video. Don't worry, I will explain it later on in the video. After that second game, I thought to myself, this plan works very well. I went ahead to post about it, even started thinking of what the script for the tutorial would look like. It was around this time a little devil whispered in my ears. It said, you should try out some other lineups with this skill. In truth, the little devil was right. I should play a wide variety of synergies with every commander skill before making a video about it. And so I bit. Keeping the 7 hero format, I tried other 6-4 synergies. From Astro Power Swordsman, Mystic Burial, Weapon Master Northern Veil, to Elementalist Forsaken Light, Archer Forsaken Light, and some others I don't remember. One thing was common to all games. I lost badly. I lost over 500 points trying to play with this skill. I even dropped to Legend at some point. I used the same strategy as with the first 2 games, but every time I was lacking something. The most common something I was lacking was 3 stars. Using 7 heroes requires that I survive for another 16 rounds to get all of them to 3 stars. This is impossible if I activate the skill on the 14th round. And so I tried to push back the activation time. I tried to activate it earlier. But unless I win streak the rounds before, I will not have enough gold for that. On average, the 14th round is the fastest you can get to commander level 8 if you have a balance of winning and losing rounds. This led me to believe that I can't use the skill for every synergy, that I can only use it for the naturally strong synergies. And so I did that. I tapped into the meta, and I still lost. I then came here to YouTube to find a tutorial for this skill. But you guys know how this platform is. There are not that many tutorials, just gameplay. After searching for a bit, I gave up and watched some gameplay from different established Tharz Skill 3 YouTubers. That was where I noticed something big: the number of heroes. 7 heroes is way too many for this skill to work. On average, 3 or 4 is ideal. So I did that, played Wormslayer Swordsman again using only Hayabusa, Lancelot, Ling and Karina I believe. I won. I tried it again. I lost. I tried a few more times. I lost badly each time. This is where I made the last post sharing the chocolate factory I managed to build, hoping I could upgrade said chocolate factory to a gold mine. It all still ended the same way. That was when I gave up and moved on to the current strategy I have called my own. Before I go into that, let's talk about the meta I've been mentioning since the start of the video. But before that, here's a little explanation of the strategy I used for Tharz Skill 3. It doesn't count as a tutorial, but it might help 1 or 2 people after Angela inevitably moves into her 5-star mansion in the ban list. Essentially, play normally. Don't try too hard to get to commander level 8. I used my usual gold progression which gets me to commander level 8 after the second creep defense round. This was also the average time I saw in the other videos I watched, so it works nice. Build normally until this point, then choose 3 to 5 heroes to remain on the board. 3 heroes are enough to trigger a 4 hero synergy and 5 heroes is enough to trigger a 6 hero synergy, so you can guarantee you will activate at least 1 star core. Buy as many of the heroes as possible before you activate the skill to reduce the time it will take to get them to 3 star. Once I have confirmed it is safe, I will go back to Tharz Skill 3 and make an official tutorial, but I hope this will be somewhat helpful for now. Now, what is the meta? The meta right now can be broadly divided into 5 synergy combos played with 3 commander skills. The commander skills are Angela Skill 1 of course, Rhea Skill 1 and Fanny Skill 3. Fanny is basically banned every single game, so the meta right now is effectively the first 2 skills. I mentioned it twice already, but I'll still say it like 10 more times in this video. When Angela can be banned, please ban her. Do not leave this witch disguised as a doll open for any reason. The lineups in the meta are Mage plus Ablaze Bounties, Elementalist plus Forsaken Light, Weapon Master plus Ablaze Bounties. Northern Veil is usually added with the 3 lineups mentioned above, Wormslayer Swordsman, and Archer plus Cadia Riverlands. Archer is one of those lineups that you see every game. It's not like it's broken or anything, it's just there. Archer Prince though, you can trust that to deliver the goods if you use it with Rhea Skill 1. You can find the tutorial for it on the channel as well. Wormslayer Swordsman is very good because it is a direct counter for the top 2, provided you can build the carry heroes very well anyway. Freya doesn't ever die even when she is dead. Now that leaves us with the most cancerous of the bunch, Mage and Elementalist. Mage and Elementalist benefit so much from Angela Skill 1 that it's actually disgusting to play. Talk less of the people who have to play against it. In the Elementalist house we have Luoyi and Xavier spam. In the Mage house we have the Kadita spam. That's it, Mage is literally just Kadita spam. But that is enough to make you rank number 1 in the current meta. Easy to build, difficult to counter. It is truly the dictionary definition of cancer. I should add Mystic Summoner as an honorable mention. It isn't used as often as the others, but when it does show up, it does well. Now, where does that leave me? Did I lose my sense of shame and desperately ride the wave called the meta? If you want to win, please don't mind me and play what works. I have seen and heard many success stories with Mage, and I'm always genuinely happy with everyone who does well with it. Because while it might be the most efficient tactic available, it doesn't always guarantee a win. It simply has a higher chance of performing well enough to win if you can play the game and manage everything properly. However, I don't roll that way. Playing with underdog lineups and coming up with ways to beat the meta is the way to go. And that is what I have come to do again with this new lineup. Well, it's not really a new lineup, it's just a modification of one of my old ones. And that is Nature Spirits plus Guardian plus Weapon Master. You might remember a variation of this lineup from my Nature Spirit video last season. It also bears a slight resemblance to the Nature Spirit videos I made this season. When is part 3 of that series coming, you might ask? Listen, I couldn't win with Gunnar before Angela came. I can't even dream of trying it in this Angela meta. I'm sure it can't end in anything but tears. I could have skipped Leslie and gone to other starting heroes to be honest, but I was caught up with the Angela skill 3 tutorial and the failed Tharz skill 3 tutorial. But I promise I will try to get back to it as soon as I'm done here. Maybe try a different starting hero. Anyway, the Nature Spirit plus Guardian plus Weapon Master is the new hot cake in town. 3 things brought this lineup to my attention. The first one was the fact that Nature Spirit gave me the most consistent performance during my Tharz skill 3 escapades. The second is a funny one. I wanted to start another series, even though I have so many uncompleted ones, and so I picked the first synergy in the gallery, Nature Spirit. The first point gave me a little more justification to do this. Now the third and most important reason for designing this new lineup is the defense stats. To those who don't know, when you click on a hero, its stats are shown in the right area of the screen in the form of a card. And on that card, you can see the hero's defense, and in a bracket beside the defense number, you can see a percentage. This percentage is the amount of damage reduction given by a certain value of defense. For example, a physical defense of 30, as seen in many ranged heroes, reduces physical damage by 20%. Get ready for some theoretical BS spamming. A melee hero has 36 physical defense, which gives them 23% damage reduction. Some people have always wondered if the 3 Nature Spirit synergy is better than no Nature Spirit, and the answer is yes, but just by 2%, as the 3 Nature Spirit synergy gives 25% damage reduction. The 6 Nature Spirit synergy gives 35% damage reduction. Usually all Nature Spirit heroes lose their physical and magic defense upon triggering the synergy, but this only applies to the base defense stats. Defense gained from items and synergies are maintained. This is why the Guardian synergy is very good for Nature Spirit and why tank items are important. But here's the technicality behind it. With 2 Guardian activated, Beleric gets 60 physical defense, which translates to 33% damage reduction. The hero behind him gets 35 physical and magic defense, which translates to 23% hybrid damage reduction. This can be added to the damage reduction obtained from Nature Spirit synergy, which brings you to a grand total of 58% damage reduction for Beleric with 3 Nature Spirit and 68% with 6 Nature Spirit. The hero behind him gets 48% and 58% for 3 and 6 Nature Spirit respectively. With 3 Guardian activated, Beleric gets 90 physical defense, which translates to 43% damage reduction with Guardian, 68% with 3 NS, and 78% with 6 NS. You know the best part? Nature Spirit Thundercall gives 20% damage reduction to the carrier. Equip this on Beleric and you can effectively get 98% damage reduction. This worked very well for me. I played Nature Spirit with just Guardian and made sure all the damage was siphoned to Beleric. As you would expect, he tanked it with ease. I can't rely on getting the Thundercall though, so I decided to use commander skills to cover this. 3 commander skills stood out the most, and these are Tharz skill 1, Ava skill 2, and Yuki skill 3. Tharz skill 1 works very well for Nature Spirit because it increases the HP of the heroes the more copies of them you add. You don't get so much in power, but it is covered for with HP. Ava skill 2 gives all heroes 27 hybrid defense when you trigger a 6 hero synergy. 27 defense translates to 18% damage reduction. Remember that 6 NS and 3 Guardians gives Beleric a total of 78% damage reduction? Add this 18% to him and his default state is 96%. I haven't been lucky to get the Thundercall yet, but adding that would be 116% damage reduction. I wonder how that would work. I can't wait to see it. Yuki skill 3 is the most interesting and personally most effective of all. I have seen some people use this skill on Roger and Atlas to get a lot of HP and the extra damage reduction and vamp and everything. While that is okay, I just innately don't like it. I can't explain why. Maybe my years playing the game has made me just hate any lineup that uses 3 Nature Spirits instead of 6. It works on one simple principle. You remember that Nature Spirits share damage, that is, if one takes damage, all take damage? Yuki skill 3 covers that by devouring some of the Nature Spirit heroes. This reduces the damage inlets, that is, the places through which damage can affect the HP bar. This also increases the amount of heal that can be gotten since it isn't shared among many heroes. The Roger strategy mentioned earlier is a very extreme variation of it, in which Roger is the only Nature Spirit hero on the board, making him seem tankier than he actually is and increasing his heal exponentially. Anyway, I use the 6 nature spirits as they should be. I devour Atlas and Roger, have them siphon their power and everything to Mia. Balearic stays in front of Mia and another guardian stays in front of Kadita. This ensures that every nature spirit hero gets some defense and hence some more damage reduction. I also get the Weapon Master Starcore and Julian. This will trigger 3 Weapon Master and 2 Mage. The guardian I choose is Estes so he can add some more heals. As you can see, the lineup is all about durability and sustainability. The durability is provided by the Guardian synergy and the sustainability is provided by the Weapon Master and Mage synergy, which add 25% lifesteal for the Weapon Master and 20% spell vamp for the Mage synergy. This is the lineup I use with the other skills, but Yuki's skill 3 is still by far the most efficient. One of the biggest weaknesses of Nature Spirit is the Glowing Wand, which does HP based damage and also reduces healing. Equipped on Faramis, it tears through Nature Spirit HP so bad it is sad. Another weakness is caused by natural misposition. The Guardian synergy can only cover so many heroes. With Yuki's skill 3, you can devour the 2 that won't be protected, but without it, the others are exposed. If the enemies get into these heroes, you are dead. This is part why I replaced Eudora with Kadita in the lineup. Kadita can dash, so even if she does get caught out, she can escape. The same goes for Roger. Like this, Mia can be kept in the center with Balearic in front so she can do the maximum damage. Here's a quick tutorial. Pick Balearic in the selection stage. Add Akai, Mia, Roger, Eudora, and Atlas. Build the normal 6 nature spirits plus 2 guardian synergy. Pick the nature spirit star core. The highest priority cores are Mystic for Mia and Thunder for Balearic. You can also add Wind and Earth for Mia or Fire and Water for Balearic. Before the second star core, there are 3 things you need to check first. First, if you get Kadita, replace Eudora with her, but don't upgrade to Commander level 7. If you get Estes, upgrade to Commander level 7 and add him. If you get Julian, hold on to him unless you already have Kadita. If you have Kadita, you can upgrade to Commander level 7. When it is time to pick the second star core, that is, on the showdown stage creep defense round, ensure you have 2 weapon masters on the board, that is, Atlas and any other weapon master. This is to ensure you get the Weapon Master Star Core. After this, upgrade to Commander level 8 if you have Estes, Julian, and Kadita. Remain at this level and upgrade every hero to 3 stars. That's all I have for today's video, my experience in the Angela meta, why Angela must be banned every game, the hopelessness of Tharz in the current meta, and my new strategy, which I will now drop and go find something else so I can make a new video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and leave a comment. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure to subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Okay, so I'm here after recording everything and I'm just editing through the video. So I just thought that okay, fine. Since this game was actually very fun, I want to leave the gameplay to the end of the game. And one thing I didn't mention it in the script, but I want to point out is that Purify is a very important spell. You would notice that on my Mia right now, instead of Demon Hunter Sword, I reduced it. I removed it, put the Demon Hunter Sword on Kadita. Instead, I left her with Purify. It's because this Purify helped me so much. I think this round was the round Mia did the most. Yes, Mia did 100k damage in this game, which was insane. But that was just because I had to have that Purify. If not, Vexana would just continue just dropping ults on Mia and everything. So I just wanted to, add that, and just wanted to say, I think I even see somebody was, the other guy who played Nature Spirit was surprised, because, he also played his Nature Spirit was just 3, of course, so of course he was not going to be able to last against all these guys. But, I mean, he was surprised as well, I was surprised as well, because I was like, I saw 100,000 damage on me, and I was like, wow, this cannot be real. You can see the glowing one thing I was talking about. The only reason Miyazaki dropped this much was because of Glowing Wand. Winter Trench really helped this Karita there. But yeah, so just enjoy the rest of the game. I'm not gonna say anything too much. You can just enjoy the rest of the game. But don't forget again, if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I don't even know if the sound quality of this part is gonna be good. But yeah, just like, subscribe, and yeah.
Praise me, and you shall receive my mercy.
Feel the surge of the oceans. I can't see through the ocean, nor your desire.
are so soothing.